I just took out a light assault, can pop a new mag, just throw out a couple recon darts and just, holy shit, did I just fucking kill that guy with the recon dart? Holy crap! Yeah, I'm just doing a pretty good job. Oh shit, there's an infiltrator. I'll just go ahead and take him out. Oh, damn it, got into cover. Well, at least I'll just go ahead and just toss a little grenade his way. Shit, I have smokes, don't I? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Move along, move along. How's it going, you sexy beast? Welcome back to your favorite F word ever. Oh, yeah. It's Friday. That means it's time for another Fan Pick Friday challenge. This series where you and your eternal lust to destroy my soul can choose any type of weapons, attachments, skills, classes, or whatever else you can make me rage with and see how terribly I do with it. I want to go ahead and say sorry if this recording sounds a bit rumbly. There's a big ass storm going on outside my house. I've asked it politely plenty of times to stop so I can record, but it didn't give a crap about me. Anyway, last week's episode was the Useless Infiltrator by HigFigGif, which featured the Iridani SX5 submachine gun available to the Vonner's Sovereignty, and boy was it full of anger, hate, and plenty of very manly tears. That's what they were. So if you want to test your abilities to make me put on my angry pants, or, well, any pants at all, post a comment in the section below and I'll choose one of the most top voted comments to use in next week's Fan Picked Friday Challenge! So, since last week was absolutely terrifying, since our submachine gun was just about as effective as shooting fresh marshmallows out of a gun, it should be fun to see how well we fare today. Or not. This loadout comes from PermaDerp and his awesome smiley face. They call this challenge the Tantrum, and boy was that a fitting title. Faction, New Conglomerate. Class, Light Assault. Primary, AF-57 Piston with a 4x scope, Darklight, and Slug Ammunition. Secondary weapon, Hunter QCX with 6x scope, Darklight, and Detect Bolts. Ability, the amazingly situational Drifter Jump Jets. Suit, ammunition belt, grenade, smoke, utility, restoration kit, and lack of implant. Their description reads, if you thought you hate any loadout you've played so far, you haven't met the Tantrum yet. You'll cry like a baby, howl like a wolf, and you'll rage quit if your nerves aren't strong enough to cope with this excessive amounts of fail. To start off, you'll get a fully automatic shotgun with slug ammunition. Use it like an assault rifle with 6 rounds in the magazine, and if you think that's bad, well, your secondary is a crossbow with detect bolts, so good luck detecting your enemies to death. And because we all know usual jump jets could get you an unfair advantage over your enemies, we'll swap them with drifters. If you fail too hard, you can cover your shame with a smoke grenade and run away. Good luck, greater than $D. Thank you so very much for your challenge, PermaDerp, and as usual, I'd love to go ahead and preface the following paragraphs with a very obligatory, why me? I used to be a very fond believer of running the default Mahler S6 semi-automatic shotgun with slugs, a 4x scope, and extended magazines on my light assault for a pseudo-crappy battle rifle on the battlefield. But the Piston, my god, it's terrible with slugs, and if you just hold down the trigger at point blank, you'll miss plenty more shots than you land. I'm pretty sure if you just fire this weapon fully automatic, the barrel actually just spins around all willy-nilly, laughing as you clamor to get kills on a hostile that's within spitting distance. But oddly enough, my ending kill-death ratio was a solid 3.25. It peaked up at a 4.0 and lulled down to a 2.0 as well, but after about 3 hours of play, it settled down in its little cozy 3.25 KDR slippers. What about the AF-57 Piston itself? Well, as stated earlier, it's a freaking fully automatic shotgun! That means you just hold left mouse button down and everything in front of you just disintegrates. With every shell fired from the Piston, it fires out 6 pellets, each that deal 125 damage per hit, meaning every time you hear that scary ass shotgun sound, 750 damage is coming your way. But since we're running with slugs, it deals a maximum of 500 damage per shot and only has 1 projectile instead of the standard 6. This gives it a 2-hit kill up to 5 meters with no nano-weave and a 3-hit kill from any other range. Just let that sink in. 3 hits to kill an enemy. We have a 6-round magazine that just fires off shells like they grow on nanite trees at 260 rounds per minute. With our 6-round magazine, we've got another 42 in the reserve, a short reload speed of 2.6 seconds, and a long reload speed of 3.8 seconds if we fully empty the mag. Vertical recoil is 1.5 degrees per shot, which is the highest vertical recoil for any primary weapon in the game. And you gave me a freaking 4x scope? Moving on, the muzzle velocity is 300 meters per second, which is, as stated in the last Fanpick Friday challenge, a slinky could slink its way down a staircase faster than that. Keep in mind that I'm no geologist, so take that with a grain of salt. If you're wanting to run the fully automatic shotgun as either the Vonner Sovereignty or the Terran Republic, you'll want to be picking up the Pandora or the AS-16 Nighthawk, respectively. Starting off with the Tantrum setup was, well, traumatizing to say the least. I jumped into it expecting, I have no idea what I was expecting. But whatever it wasn't what I was expecting to beat what I was expecting to expect. That is, if you could expect such an expectation. Surprisingly, I didn't have much difficulty with the Drifter jump jets. I just played as a gimped engineer that sometimes had the ability to cross a gap or maybe expend all of my jetpack fuel just to get up a tiny little incline. With that mindset of being a crappy engineer without the, unlimited ammo, the Drifter jump jets weren't too terrible. But Jeebus, this shotgun. I eventually had to time my shots just as the recoil would reset, as the cone of fire would bloom out to the moon and back and make it impossible to hit anything with the slugs. There were so many times where I would just hammer on the trigger to make sure the hostile less than 5 meters away from me and only 2 shots land. Where I would then scurry the hell away, try to reload my gun before they bring down the wrath of their 30 round plus magazines and make my day just a little less brighter. But there is a plus side to this loadout though, so not all the scariness and tears. But in the little over 3 hours of time I put into it, I could not find that bright side. The detect bolts became invaluable as they would pinpoint targets through walls so I could steel my nerves and prepare for being on the receiving end of an ass whooping. Or dart up the area for my teammates to clear out a room so I don't have to try and throw any inaccurate as hell bricks out of my gun in hopes of harming something, which, more often than not, was a teammate walking right into my slinky speed slug I had just fired minutes ago. And as from the intro, I'm sure you could quickly pick up on my ignorance of the grenade choice I had. To quickly summarize this loadout in as little wordage as possible. Holy shit, I should have freaking killed that guy. Why is my gun not working? I blame netcode WTF Blizz, please buff. So there you have it, you sexy beast. The Tantrum challenge by PermaDerp, featuring the AF-57 Piston fully automatic shotgun available to the new Conglomerate. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a big ass thumbs up. If you have a challenge resting in the deepest, darkest part of your mind, don't hesitate to post it in the comment section below. Make sure to include any weapons, attachments, god-awful weapons, classes, factions, god-awful weapons, or whatever else you can think of, and I'll pick one of the most top-voted comments to use in next week's Fan-Picked Friday Challenge. I hope you're all having a freaking awesome, fantastically cool than junk Friday, and have an even better weekend to top it. Make sure to follow Draftimus Gaming on Facebook and Twitter, as well as considering supporting the channel through my Patreon campaign and becoming a certified badass. If you'd like to see more videos like these, make sure to subscribe. It's 100% free and will instantly make you feel better, as well as putting a big ass smile on my face.